Sheldon Johnson's journey unveils a remarkable transformation from a former Bloods gang member who had been incarcerated for 25 years to a beacon of hope and mentor for troubled youth. Released from prison in May, Johnson embarked on a path of redemption that led him to work closely with at-risk young individuals at the Queen's Public Defender's Office. His inspiring narrative captured widespread attention, culminating in an appearance on a renowned podcast hosted by Joe Rogan, where he candidly narrated his experiences behind bars and shared insights into his newfound role. Johnson's compelling story serves as a testament to the power of resilience and second chances, shedding light on the potential for personal growth and positive impact, even in the face of adversity. The individual in question, known for their advocacy for criminal justice reform, had served time in prison until being released last year. However, shocking news emerged as authorities reported their arrest subsequent to the discovery of a headless torso in an apartment located in New York City. In light of the findings documented in the records of the nearby detention facility, Sheldon Johnson, a 48-year-old individual, is currently confronted with an allegation of taking someone's life. Investigators have positively identified the purported victim involved in the legal proceedings as Colin Small, a 44-year-old individual. The precise nature of his connection to Johnson was not explicitly mentioned. However, according to sources, it is suggested that their rift may have originated during their shared time at the state correctional facility, commonly referred to as Sing Sing. This correctional institution, located in New York, is notorious for its strict security measures and stringent protocols. After serving over 20 years behind bars for his involvement in a brutal robbery, Johnson was granted freedom in May. Upon his release, he embarked on a new path as a counselor, specializing in assisting at-risk youth, a role he undertook with Queen's Defenders. This organization offers legal services to individuals facing criminal charges without the means to afford legal representation. It's noteworthy that across the United States, individuals with prior incarceration experiences frequently excel in similar positions, utilizing their unique perspectives and life experiences to make a positive impact in the lives of others. Their contributions in such capacities underscore the significant and valuable role that rehabilitated individuals can play in society. In a public address, Johnson expressed his support for prioritizing rehabilitation as a preferred approach for individuals facing criminal accusations, advocating for this strategy over incarceration. One significant instance of his advocacy efforts was highlighted during his appearance on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast in February, where he shared insights into his personal journey of experiencing imprisonment and subsequently transforming his life positively through rehabilitation programs. Johnson's message emphasizes the importance of focusing on the rehabilitation and reintegration of individuals entangled in the criminal justice system, highlighting the potential for positive change and redemption through such initiatives. Police made the discovery of Small's remains during a routine check that was initiated at the behest of the superintendent of his apartment building in the Bronx. Upon receiving reports from residents, the superintendent was informed that 2 shots were heard emanating from Small's 6th-floor apartment in the early hours of the morning. Additionally, witnesses reported overhearing a plea. This unsettling incident has raised concerns within the community and prompted further investigation into the events that transpired that fateful morning. Johnson was present at the specific apartment when law enforcement officials showed up to investigate Small's whereabouts. Upon their arrival, Johnson was apprehended while the authorities proceeded to secure a warrant to conduct a thorough search of the premises. Subsequently, during the search, the officers made a gruesome discovery. Small's torso, along with one of his feet, were uncovered inside a sizable container. In an eerie discovery, the remains of Small's missing foot, along with his arms, legs, and head, were uncovered inside the freezer of the apartment, as disclosed by sources with knowledge of the investigation to the New York Daily News. Amidst the media frenzy, Johnson, purportedly maintaining his innocence, uttered the words, "I'm innocent," while being escorted from a police facility in restraints. Following their inquiries, investigators officially arrested Johnson and detained him in jail on a series of serious allegations. Johnson's recent arrest stemmed from revelations in official records indicating his release from incarceration just a year ago. His initial imprisonment dated back to 1999, when he was found guilty of charges relating to both extermination and robbery. In a legal case filed in 2021, Johnson claimed that the offense resulting in his incarceration transpired subsequent to enduring repeated abuse at a residential facility that he was placed in at the age of 11. The lawsuit highlights a disturbing sequence of events where Johnson's experiences in the group home led to the unfolding of the criminal incident that led to his imprisonment. Sheldon Johnson discussed during his appearance on Joe Rogan's show that his upbringing took place in Harlem under the care of individuals who were deaf. He revealed that during the initial stages of his time behind bars, he held a prominent position within the Blood Street gang. However, he emphasized that he had severed connections with the group around the year 2005. Johnson delved into his past experiences, shedding light on the challenges he faced and the decisions that eventually led him to distance himself from his gang affiliations. During the episode, Johnson expressed a pivotal realization, stating, "I acknowledged the need to transform my life." He shared this profound thought while in conversation with Josh Dubin, the director of the Perlmutter Center for Legal Justice. Johnson emphasized the urgency of change, reiterating that he must make a significant shift in his life, further adding that continuing on this path is no longer an option. Reflecting on his past, he reminisced about the time when he was married, had children, and a close-knit family. His son, in particular, was entering his formative years, gradually becoming more aware of the tales surrounding his alleged infamous reputation. The Queen's Defender's representative refrained from providing any comment regarding the apprehension of Johnson, who, at the time, was detained without the option of posting bail. This lack of disclosure underscores the sensitive nature of the situation. Under the legal statutes of New York, Johnson may face an additional sentence of 25 years behind bars if found guilty. Criminal reoffending, or recidivism, is a pervasive issue that plagues societies worldwide, posing significant challenges to efforts aimed at rehabilitation and crime prevention. Despite interventions and initiatives aimed at reducing recidivism rates, many offenders find themselves caught in a cycle of criminal behavior, returning to illegal activities shortly after release from incarceration. Recidivism rates vary depending on the jurisdiction and the nature of the offenses, but studies consistently highlight the prevalence of reoffending among released prisoners. According to research conducted by the U.S. Bureau of Justice Statistics, approximately 2/3 of released prisoners are rearrested within 3 years of release, and the majority of recidivism occurs within the first 5 years. These staggering statistics underscore the persistent challenge of reintegrating offenders into society and preventing them from returning to a life of crime. Numerous factors contribute to the high rates of recidivism observed within the first 5 years of release. Many incarcerated individuals lack access to effective rehabilitation programs while in prison, leaving them ill-equipped to reintegrate into society upon release. Without the necessary skills and support systems, former prisoners often struggle to find employment, housing, and social connections, increasing the likelihood of reoffending. Economic instability and social marginalization exacerbate the risk of recidivism, as released prisoners face significant barriers to employment, education, and housing. Limited access to resources and opportunities perpetuates a cycle of poverty and crime, trapping individuals in a cycle of criminal behavior. Reintegration into society is significantly hindered by the lack of social support networks for released prisoners. Family estrangement, social isolation, and stigma contribute to feelings of alienation and disconnection, increasing the likelihood of reoffending as individuals struggle to find a sense of belonging and purpose. So, what do you make of this recent announcement? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.